Hi guys, welcome to Good Journeys Tarot. This is Rosemary, and today I'm doing a bit of show and tell to kind of let you know what's been going on with me recently and where we're headed. So first off, my new mask, my exploding TARDIS mask, in case I have to get out, I am prepared. And also a shirt from my favorite show ever, Futurama. This was actually in regards to a episode about creationism and evolution. And the professor exclaimed, "I don't want to live on this planet anymore." And they actually left. So I think this is totally appropriate for 2020. So why don't we get started? And I'm just going to show you a couple of the things that I've done over the last month to brighten up my home a little bit. So come on. This month's Witch's Moon was about fairy magic, and so I was able to put together this little display in my bedroom. And you'll see there I'm drying some hydrangeas as an offering to the Fae. There's a beautiful piece of My Brain Exploded amber, and a piece of Apache tears that are part of that display. They're with the nest, the fairy, and also the candle. You'll also see here some chalcedony. That chalcedony is actually something I'm preparing for a crystal grid, which I'll show you in just a moment, and we'll talk a little bit more about. So I've started reading before I go to bed, and as I mentioned before, I loved the anime of Princess Jellyfish, and I wanted to read the manga. So I'm now up to volume 4 of 9 volumes. Hi, Stanley. Hi, Pogi, joining us, my babies. So enjoying that, reading an episode every night. I've also now placed the prints I got from the Tarot Bot tarot deck in my stairwell going up my stairs. So I'm glad to finally have those on display. I also finally got around to hanging the pentagram of brooms that I got in the Witch's Moon a while back next to my front door. Here on my main altar, you'll see some smoky quartz that I'm also preparing with some runes for my first attempt at a crystal grid. There's some moss agate on my ancestral altar that I'm also preparing to work with on my crystal grid. Well, since my pug has taken my other chair, I did get a new task chair for my office. It doesn't really match my office, but it does go with my business cards. So very excited to have that currently. As well as not a tarot related or office related thing, but I am finally able to clean my entire townhouse outside of spiderwebs. Spiderwebs have always been a huge problem for me here, and I'm constantly having to hang out the windows to even get to parts of the house. And it was kind of dangerous and well, I just didn't feel comfortable doing it. So I'm glad that I don't have to do that anymore. Here is the crystal grid that I got that I'm going to use to create my crystal grid. I chose this pattern because I like the way it's laid out. It gives me options for points to place the crystals. 7 of them in case I'm doing a chakra spread or something like that. I've been watching Kit Waits and Tarot do some crystal grids and have been wanting to try it, and so I have something I've been working on, and I thought I'd give that a shot. So maybe I'll do a video and show you that when I actually get around to it. So, what else has been going on with me? Well, I've been continuing my tarot studies as well as my rune studies. You'll remember that I've been doing the reading of Ethany's Your Tarot Card by card. And I only have 2 cards left. The King of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, I think. But there's a king and a knight that I have left. So I'll be finishing that up soon. Still continuing to study Tarot de Marseille with Tom Benjamin over on Tarot Readers Academy. I've actually gotten through like all of his exercises on the cards themselves, but I haven't started the lessons on actually putting it all together, spreads, doing readings and all of that, after having studied all of the cards. This deck, I don't know if I've actually shown on my channel other than to say I got it. This is the Tarot de Marseille edition Millennium, which is by Wilfred Houdin. And I loved this just because I was looking for a deck that had clean lines and vibrant colors. And this certainly suits the bill. I really do like this. So I'm still continuing to study that. I also, for the month of July and August, I have been studying the runes with the Boho Rune Study Group. And over on Supportive Tarot's channel, she has been doing the lives where we talk about the runes every 2 weeks. Then over on Facebook is the study group where we've been going through them one by one. This week we were doing Tewaz, Barkana, Uwaz, and Manaz. And I am actually on Barkana. Today I should be starting Uwaz. And so hopefully by the end of next week I'll at least know all of the names of the runes and their basic meanings. I've been studying them since January off and on with various people. I started with Nina on Shuffle Tarot, and then Boho Tarot and Supportive Tarot started this group to study through the runes at the beginning of July. And that's kind of motivated me to go back through it again. And I think you've seen probably on Instagram some of my posts where I've been drawing out doodles of the runes to kind of remind me of their meanings. And here's my list. It's actually the Knight of Swords and the King of Wands that I still have to go in your tarot card. So we'll probably get on to the Knight of Swords this afternoon. One other thing I wanted to show you real quick, again, because I did do a walkthrough of this deck, the Rider-Waite Tarot. I am in love with this deck. It doesn't have any of the esoteric things that just sometimes you're just not interested in. You're just looking for a straightforward answer, just an everyday question, not anything huge. This was my card for today. And everybody gets scared of that card, but I don't know. I've just always thought, you know, the ending of one thing, the beginning of something else. It's a cycle of life, and you know, I don't know what's coming to an end today. Hopefully the week. It's been an interesting week. I had gotten really motivated last weekend, and I did a lot of repairs around my house. And I ordered a bunch of odds and ends that I needed for the house, some of which I showed you today, and some that are still on their way. And then I was sore all week. But I have been good. I've maintained. So I've made my bed every day. I've done my dishes every night. Basically kept my house in the condition that it was since last week. So that's a good thing for me. And then Wednesday, I dropped my cell phone and completely shattered it, okay? So I had to get a new cell phone, and that arrived yesterday. And it's really amazing how quickly you can, like, transfer all of your data nowadays. I mean, my new phone was basically set up like my old phone in a matter of like 30 minutes to an hour. I just had to wait for it to load. I didn't actually have to do anything myself, like manually download all the apps and all of that stuff. The one drawback is that I didn't realize until this morning when I went to log in for work that I lost my RSA token, which was an app on my phone, because the apps now come unlinked from my account. And so it took me an hour to actually get in to be able to work today. So that was fun. One other thing I just wanted to mention, I'm going to show you some more of these cards because I just love this deck. Love, love, love it. There are two cards that have been stalking me lately. One is the Temperance card. I know full well what that's about. I actually had been drinking a lot to get through the pandemic, and then in July I just up and stopped. I don't know why. I just decided, you know what, I don't want any alcohol. And so it's been a very rewarding month. I've had a lot more energy. I've gotten a lot more things done. I've lost a little bit of the pandemic weight that I gained, that kind of thing. But the Ace of Swords has been coming up over and over and over again for me with this deck. The idea of clarity, which I think comes from giving up some of that alcohol and just regaining a clear head. And so, yep, there it is right there. So yeah, things are going pretty good. I'm looking forward to getting back into doing some videos for you here. Like I said, I probably will be doing one about the crystal grid that I'm going to work on the new moon, which is a week from, well, actually about 5 days from when I'm filming this. And then there is a tag that Katie Flowers did that I'm going to be recording for you today. So you'll be looking for that in the next couple of weeks. Continue to look on Instagram for my rune posts, and hopefully I'll have a new blog post up on my website shortly about the things that have been going on recently here as I sit home during the pandemic and work from home and get no actual contact with other human beings. So I hope everyone is doing great out there, and that you're finding some joy in your day and in your journey despite current circumstances. Again, I'm Rosemary, and until next time, good journeys.